All right, thank you, Toon and Veta Phoenix. And our producers are sharing that Jessica Starr is ready for us. We rejoin her up in the ash heap as Captain Mal's float runs through Grafton. Jess, how's the weather up there?
So Mal said his float is up by Grafton. I think this is it. But we're sneaking because we can't let the mayor see us. Mayor sees us. Next thing you know, it's Grafton Day again. Creeping in slowly. Okay, I think we're safe. Mal, is this your float?
This is, in fact, my float.
Beautiful. Are we safe from the mayor here? Can he see us, or are we good?
So as long as you stay on this side, pretty much.
What is the theme of your float, Mal?
Over the last 5 years, I have discovered that all of the good things that have happened to me, as far as Fallout 76 go, really kind of revolved around developing my character. Friends that I never would have imagined I had. It got me involved with the Fallout 5.0. So this is sort of my focus in the Wasteland, a Wasteland conservation float.
I want to get a good look at all of this here. Plus, it's really nice. Dusk in the Toxic Valley, always beautiful. I love the purple skies.
My favorite time. I love out here, dusk and dawn.
What is going on with werewolf power?
So, Mal is sort of the Wasteland Whisperer, Cryptid Hunters, Animal Tamer.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Dog Sled team, which I swear I want to make canon for my character.
So I'm looking down. Let's see. We've got a doctor's vet's office for the Dog Sled team.
For the Dog Sled team and whatever wounded critters we might encounter out there. It's not all about wiping out creatures. It's kind of like about understanding them and
like you said, wasteland conservation, whispering. I totally agree with that. My friend Cherry is all about the animals of the wasteland too. Always has a new pet to take care of. The growlier, the better, is what I hear. Speaking of growly, you've got Deathclaw eggs and a whole cage. So this is when they do hatch. They're going to be safe. No one can get at them, and also they can't get out.
And make sure, they're healthy and release them into the wild. And I know people would say that, why would you want to do that? Well, it's their world mostly. We're just living in it.
I do have to say, you make quite an impression with the fire up top, too. That looks really good. So I'm going to come back to the end of the float. We're past most of the animals, and I've got another section. We've got a cooking area, crafting area, curios, and a wagon. Is this where you're staying, journeying through Appalachia on this float?
Exactly, Jess. It's comfy. It's got everything that you need. It's got a bed, radio, coffee machine. He's a bit of a comic book fanatic, which I wanted to make sure that I added that little bit of sort of oxymoron of the comics and the wasteland. That's something about Fallout that it's one of my favorite things. And I think that's something that Bethesda does so well with Fallout. It's really, no one could ever really replicate the flavor of Fallout because it's just that sort of radio in the wreckage sort of feeling.
This is for Fallout 76's 5th anniversary. So one thing I've been asking people is, do you have a favorite aspect of Fallout or a favorite memory?
Answering that question, I can only answer it one way. I said this before in different places, but as a chronically ill person and an autistic person, I have really struggled to make friends, being sick in bed and in and out of the hospital. And Fallout 76 gave me back my life. It gave me people that I love now, like family, a place to come home to. No matter what was happening, no matter how scared I was, it was a place that I could always feel like I belonged somewhere. That's part of the reason I have my cadet uniform from the 5.0 up there, is because that was one of the best things that ever happened to me, was meeting people and feeling like I could actually live and share my love of Fallout with people that loved it just as much, and then I ended up loving those people too. And I know that sounds really mushy, but...
Thanks for sharing all that, Mal. It's a very personal story, but I have a feeling there are a lot of people out there who can identify with it. And lots of people out there glad to have met you too. Okay, Mal, your buddy Lightning looks so cool up in this throne chair. I love this. What a cool feature. Before I let you go, I know you're a content creator as well, doing some podcasts and videos. Is there anything you'd like to shout out?
Well, we're going to be going into season 2 of the podcast called Outlaws and Underdogs. I do in-character interviews and stories and things like that. My Twitter, which shockingly is Captain Mal 77.
And people can follow you there to find out about all the stuff you're doing.
Absolutely. That's the hub of pretty much everything I do, so.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming out today, Mel. Thank you for looking wonderful in that throne there, Lightning, and I will see you guys in the Wasteland.
Thanks so much, Jess.
See you later.
Okay, that was some amazing work from Captain Mel. Back to you, Devin and Ken.